I'm not in a really good mood today. Because one of my best friends ever in the real world, not this YouTube shit, passed yesterday. And some of you ladies have been on the phone when he's called me because we talked every single day. Tammy talked to him. Sylvia talked to him. Jen has spoken to him. Sharon knew him as well as I did. Nancy and I knew him forever, it seems like. I told Nancy yesterday about it. He had done a lot of prison time in Texas, and I think a little in Georgia. He's been on, if you go back to my Terrietime channel, he has done more videos with me, or as many videos as Nancy and Sharon did. Plenty of prison stories. Pullstick, you should listen to him. He did a lot of time in prison for manufacturing and trafficking. My favorite drug, Snap. He even let me watch him cook it a couple times. So Ray, I won't get to talk to you this morning. I'm going to get a little emotional because you don't find friends like that often in life. And at 74, people, listen up. You better hold your friends close because you will lose them. Not many people live to be my age and be that healthy. Ray was, I think, maybe 65. I posted a short video of him. But if you really want to see him, he was on innumerable videos with me. Hi, Sharon. I know I had this thing posted for 8 o'clock, but I don't really care. Maria thinks I want to make my channel big. I don't. I don't fucking care about it. Never have. There's Tammy. Just in to say, yes, Tammy talked to Ray almost every single morning. And I have so much artwork and things that he did for me. So much. And he was an animal lover, people. A big animal lover in Clear Lakes, where I first met him. If there was a stray dog anywhere around Ray, he fed them and watered them all the time. Sophie, you are a fucking idiot. Those water bowls that you showed, read up on them. Chickens can't even get water out of them, let alone a dog. You're a joke. And you make people like Ray look so much better than you. And let me tell you something about rehabs, people, because Ray was in more rehabs than Nancy was. And Nancy's been in millions of them, but Ray was in more. And they would make Ray the leader of the... Thank you, Tammy. You're getting ready to go get your bar done. You mean your hair, don't you? Anyway, and there was one thing I did a wonderful live on Poodles and Raccoons, my trash channel. This is not a trash channel. I forgot to mention, I got old fucking FBS the sack whore pretty good. The hamburger helper, that shit. But I forgot to mention one thing. Because I went over there to listen to him because Pullstick is on a tear after FBS now. But as usual, he has nothing to say. Same thing he always says. So I thought, what in the world has that sack whore done to piss old Pullstick off? So I went and listened to him. I hated it, but I did. And FBS, if you say, I swear to God, or I pray to God, one more time, you're going to be a preacher. You're not going to be no atheist, because atheists, believe me, do not say that. It's like saying the N-word. You train yourself to never say it. Even if you're thinking it, you have enough sense to never say it. An atheist would never say, swear to God, swear to God, I swear to God, I swear to God. You say it more than anybody. You say it more than any preacher I've ever listened to. And that tattoo of Jesus on your chest that you showed one time, you know what you need to do with that, sack whore, fake atheist? You need to put a little swastika in the forehead, because that thing looked a lot like Charlie Manson. That way You could go around atheists and you wouldn't have to explain what you're doing having a Jesus tattoo on. You're such a phony. You're a phony drug dealer. You're a phony black. Nobody, what'd you do to me? You were really going to come after me for old Miss Cunt Smells Wrong, Vicky, weren't you? But you know what you did? You showed a picture of my fucking house that I've shown to everybody. And you didn't bother to go look at all the houses I've owned. You didn't find no fucking criminal or cop calling shit on me, because I don't do that. One thing you may not have done, and I can't think of you ever doing it, is talked about a deceased person. That may be the one thing you and me have in common, but it is the only thing. So go take your little Jesus tattoo, go to a tattoo parlor, and tell them to put a swastika right in the forehead of that tattoo. And then you can say, this is Charlie Manson, because no atheist is listening to somebody that goes, pray to God, I pray to God, I pray to God. And then your little remark that you made about Charlie Kirk and Rob Reiner. Rob Reiner was killed by his own son. Big difference, sack whore. So you being a political pundit is laughable. You don't know the facts about anything. I despise Trump. I despise him. But not for the same reason you do. I despise him because he's a tool of Israel. Just like all the rest of the government. That's why I now follow Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson, Candace Owen. That's who you need to be listening to, and you might find out the facts. But you thought Charlie Kirk getting murdered was funny. You put laughy faces up. I would never do that to Rob Reiner. I didn't give a fuck about him. The only thing I remember him ever doing was being Meathead in Archie Bunker's show. It's the only thing I remember him about. But I still wouldn't get on there and compare him to Charlie Kirk. Fool. I know Poolstick can't do nothing to you. We, the ones of us that have thinking brains, know that you have the goods on him. He don't have nothing on you but his running ass mouth and his rangy monkey raccoon that calls the cops for him. Sophie, your little water bowls are a joke. Look them up. See how many ratings they get. Dogs are to have water down 24 hours a day. Look it up. I have been raising dogs longer than you've been a junkie. I've been a junkie longer than you've been a junkie. You are an idiot and gangster. Jen told me you were mad because I didn't, or you weren't mad, but because you weren't threatening to kill me or nothing, but you mentioned I didn't, you were not original bottom feeder girl. You were in that teen mom bunch of people and that anti-KJ bunch. I'm talking about the original ones that I named bottom feeders. Amber, me, Savage, Jen, and Lauren. And I'm leaving Heidi out of it because she's a dog killer. And I'm not including dog killers and nothing. I'm leaving her out of it. So, and whoever sent me the little message about Jen being on a panel with Amber. I don't give a fuck if Amber and Jen are eating each other. I don't care. You've all been friends with Amber, and you will all be friends with Amber again. So quit sending me little clips to show me how I can't trust Jen. I already know I can't trust her. That's her M.O. She's probably talking to Maria again already. And it won't be long before I'm listening on the phones to them to talk. So don't tell me anything about Jen. I already know about Jen. You're the ones that don't. And I have a hard day today because of Ray. I'm going to miss him, but I'm going to try to keep from putting all his art up because I still need to look at it. I still need to remember what a great friend he was. I'm going to tell you a funny story. Ray was in jail in Wood County. Where you live, Siwa, where you used to live with your parents, Wood County. So I go over there to see him, and Nancy's with me, and like I said, we've known each other the same amount of time, and so is Sharon. And we're all snapheads, so we all get along, do what we do, but we never sucked on no air conditioners. We never sucked Freon out of air conditioners. I'll tell you that. That's a brand new one, and everybody I've talked to's never even fucking heard of it. And I called Nancy yesterday, and we had a wonderful Not a wonderful cry, but we cried because we both knew stuff about Ray that we'd done with him. Sharon's done with him. I touched base with Nancy. She'll probably never be coming back to Texas. Never. Messy but worthy. I don't know what they're talking about. So anyway, I went to the jail to visit Ray. This was the county jail. And Nancy was with me. You could have 2 or 3 people in there if you wanted to, but it was one phone, and you had to talk through a window. Well, Ray had asked me when he got arrested if I would go get his truck and keep it for him, because he didn't know how long he was going to do. And if I would go see his boss, get his paycheck, and deposit it for him, because his boss was 80-some. It's complicated putting money. Oh, and MRE, I will put money on your friend's books today, and I will send you the receipt. It is complicated to put money on these guys' books. The prison systems have made it impossible for anybody on the outside to help anybody on the inside. Believe me, I know. So anyway, me and Nancy going to see Ray. Well, there can only be one person on the phone. Raccoon knows all about this, I'm sure. So there's a phone, and Ray picked the phone up, and I picked the phone up. And I said, what do you want me to do with your truck? You want me to keep it at my house? You want me to put it in a storage building, or what? He said, just put it somewhere, because he said the cops, with their great dope dogs, didn't find the snap. They arrested Ray for what he had on him, on his body. So he wanted to get that truck somewhere before they decided to come back and do their jobs. So anyway, I'm on the phone with him, and he's saying, Terry, you remember that little toggle switch when I had to start that truck? I always had to put that I said, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know nothing about no toggle switch. He was getting mad at me. He looked like he wanted to come through that window and kill me. So Nancy says, let me have the phone. I know what he's talking about. So she gets on the phone with Ray. He tells her about the toggle switch. She said, I got this, Ray. Don't worry. So you can see who has a criminal mind in my group. It ain't me. So we leave the prison, the jail. It was county jail. We go get the truck. I put it in a storage building where nobody knew where it was but me. And Nancy finds a snap. Because there was no toggle switch. That wasn't what he was talking about. He was talking in code. You would know nothing about this sack whore FBS because you've never been no fucking drug dealer or manufacturer or nothing else. So she gets it out, and it's quite a bit. So I said, we got to get rid of this stuff. I ain't going to be caught with this much shit. So Nancy said she knew somebody in Terrell. And I said, okay, let's go do this because I don't want to keep it around. I don't want to get caught. I keep enough to do, and that's it. So me and her are headed to Terrell. And, of course, there was an accident on the interstate. It was a biker. And there was helicopters, and there was cops everywhere, and I was sweating bullets. I thought, oh, fuck, this is it for me. I've been lucky too long. I'm going to get caught with all this shit in my car. Nancy wasn't as nervous as me. So anyway, we finally got past the accident. We got on a side road and got past the accident. So we're trying to find this dude, Larry, that was going to buy all this shit, take it off our hands. So I'm driving around. I'm a nervous wreck because I don't sell shit or nothing. I'm a user, just like you, Sophie. I wasn't no big dealer or no transporter or nothing like that. So anyway, we're driving around Terrell. So Nancy gets real pissed at me. She says, Terry, you drove by the same stop sign 15 times. I said, no, I haven't. I've got the address right. She says, let me get out and stand by this stop sign, and the next time you drive by it, I'll wave at you. So that's what she did. And I was so nervous that I was driving in circles. And she waved at me and laughed at me and got back in the car and told me where the place was. We went, we did it, we got rid of it. Never again. That was super scary to me. Super scary. That's one Ray story. Then I have another one. He loved dogs. Don't forget this, people. He loved all animals. He had fish. He had rabbits. He always had animals. He always fed them. He always took care of them. But he was a dangerous guy, and I knew he was. So I'm over there Brenda was still alive then. She's passed too. And Brenda and me had heard that a guy had died over there in Clear Lakes in this little shed in a chair. Well, let's go look. Let's go look. So me and her go over there. Found the chair, had decomposition in it and shit. There was no crime tape, but we went in there and looked all over, looking all over, because unlike the rest of you bottom feeders that just live your life on here and believe I've done real stuff my whole life. I've done real stuff. That's how come I know that FBS is a sack whore. He was never a dealer. I've been around dealers. I've been around manufacturers. They do not act like him. They don't skateboard. They don't get online and beg for money. So anyway, we found it, blah, blah, blah. We went and told Connie, oh, yeah, we found it, we found the chair, we found everything. So maybe a month later, I'm talking to Ray, and he's living over by Lake Fork in an RV. So I'm over there talking to him, and I say, hey, Ray, you won't believe it. We found where that Randy guy died. He goes, he barely talked. Ray barely talked. You could ask Tammy, Sharon, or anybody. He did not do much talking. He was a man of very few words. So I'm telling him blah, 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 brag, brag, brag about me and Brenda. And he just kind of half-assed grinned, and he said, that might be where they found the body, but that's not where the murder happened. And I said, tell me everything. What are you talking about? He said, I ain't telling you nothing. You can't keep your mouth shut. But just rest and assured that's not where it happened. They never did call it an investigation at all. They just said he died there in that chair. The guy owed everybody money. Ray would never tell me. Not till the day he died would he tell me what really happened. You couldn't get nothing out of him. Those are real outlaws. FBS, sack whore, pull stick. They don't yappity-yap their mouths. They don't do gay shit in prison. I would have loved to seen somebody fuck with Ray like they did you, pull stick. I would have loved it, because he was 6'5", and there was not a gay bone in that dude's body. None. Very quiet, very loyal, very sincere, and a big, huge animal lover. He was my friend for at least 20 years, maybe longer. Nancy and me did tons of shit with him. He's on videos where I made him talk about prison, and he didn't really want to talk about that, but he would tell me a few things. Very few. But I remember one time we were in this park. And this is an amber, scamber, trashy response. And go ahead and deny it, you bitch. And I will actually show the picture that you sent Ray. You didn't even know him. You saw him on my video. Dee might remember this, because I think Dee was in my chat that day. And I was over in Quinlan. We'd done a mukbang. Me and Sharon and Ray had done a mukbang. I think it was, I don't remember what place it was. Probably a Sonic or Popeyes or something. And we went to this park to eat. So Ray and I were walking around the park showing the shit and who cares, the ducks or whatever it was. And Sharon was sitting over on the table. We get back and Amber's in the chat. Remember, people, I don't like this bitch. Never have, never will. The only one of you flip-flopping women that haven't given her a second chance was me. So she's in there talking to Ray. I'm reading what she's saying. He's answering her. And she said, can I send him a picture? I said, I don't give a fuck. Send him one. So I gave her the number, and she sent Ray a sexy picture. She didn't even know the guy. Didn't even know him. That's how desperate she is. That's why Ski Mask Andy said what he said about her. Because that's what she is, people. That's exactly what she is. And for all you people trying to cause trouble between me and Jen over her being friends with Amber, just stop it. I know Jen is friends with anybody that'll be friends with her. Anybody. It doesn't matter who. If they walk up and say, hey, Jen, she's going to do it. Because that's what she does. That's her M.O. She's always done it. And Gangster. The water bowl thing, I seen it on your community page. Sophie, look them water things up. Nobody uses them for dogs. Dogs get water 24 hours a day as much as they want. If you're holding water or drinking, letting it drink out of that pitiful fucking piece of shit water thing you had, then you are cruel to animals. Besides, if you want to show something, showing a picture of a half-assed water bowl don't prove nothing. Show a picture of that bulldog, bitch. Show the bulldog. And the next time I talk to Toby, because they started a little old Suboxone thing in the prison he's in. Who you at? Oh, you got to get up here for Cat. Don't worry, Cat. Your dog, Boogie, gets all the water he wants. He is never on a water restriction, are you, sweetheart? Say hi to Cat. Say hi. Say hi, Cat. I get all the water I want. My mom has me on no water diet at all. And the old man's up here, too, but let me find him. He usually don't like Boogie anywhere near him. I know, you're mad. You don't like Boogie around. Come here. I know. I know. And Presley used to speak to Ray on the phone every day, too. Didn't you, buddy? Didn't you, buddy? And he's not on a water ration either. He gets to drink as much as he wants. Presley. Oh, you're so mean. You are so mean. Don't act right. I'll take the water away from you. I will take the water away from you. Yes, I will. You don't need water anytime you're thirsty. Are you crazy? You need to listen to this. Oh, and another thing, Sophie Suboxone, you vegetarian. I've never seen a vegetarian I can stand in. Guess what? If you feed them dogs a vegetarian diet, you better look it to fuck up, because dogs are carnivores. That means they need meat, and so do cats. So all you vegetarians out there that put your dogs and cats on vegetarian diets, you're killing them. They need meat. They need protein. They need meat. That's why they're called carnivores. Gangster, I'm sorry I didn't put you in the original bunch, but you weren't. You were an anti-KJ teen mom woman that come over here. And I did give you the best name I ever come up with, Gangster. Well, that ain't quite as good as sack whore, what I call FBS. Good morning, pizza. Without you, MobTube is dead. And you didn't have nothing to do with it, Pull Stick. If pizza leaves and doesn't come back, he'll be the one that kills MobTube, not you. You're friends with Angel, you think you are. You're not friends with her. She can't stand you. And neither can Jim Terry. And guess what? It doesn't sound like the sack whore is scared of the Terry brothers at all. You are so sickening that you're going to sick the Terry brothers on Are you out of your fucking mind? And Wade still does not want you. Nope. So I'm going to be alone today, just with Sharon. And I'm going to try not to take down Ray's art, because he sent me a lot of art. He's a wonderful artist. Lots of prison stuff. He was a cook, that I already mentioned. He let me watch him do it twice. But I didn't figure it out good enough. I might be able to do it, but I doubt it. Anyway, I wasn't going to go live this early, but I didn't really feel like it because I'm kind of sad. After all, I'm dead to Jules now, and that was enough grief for me to handle without my best friend of at least 20 years that called me even in prison. We talked once a day. And believe me, Texas phone system is 1,000 times worse than any other one I've talked to. It's horrible. Horrible. It's horrible putting money on the phones. It's horrible talking to them. It's so much racket in the background. You can barely hear them. That's why I heard her talk to Nancy when she was in there. I never went to Tennessee Colony or anything and visited Ray, but I did visit him in the county jails. I visited Nancy in the Dawson unit. And everything's a nightmare for the people on the outside. Forget the prisoners. They try to make it rough on everybody. So, sack whore. I don't know if you ever show your little Jesus tattoo again, but if you do, put a SWAT sticker right there so it'll look like Charlie Manson. Because no atheist would go around with a Jesus Christ tattoo, and no atheist would go around swearing to God, I swear on God, I swear. They don't even say that. It's like the N word. You train yourself to never, never say it. Never. And I despise Trump. But unlike you, it's for a total different reason. Because he's Israel's president. He ain't our president. He's the president for Israel. I am America first. Nick Fuentes, Candace, Tucker, Dave Smith, and I can't even name them all, and my little Cole ain't in here to drop links. But you don't know what you're talking about. To compare Rob Reiner to Charlie Kirk is like somebody like an idiot like you would do. And you say you interview people. You don't interview nobody that knows anything about politics, or you couldn't beat them in patty cakes. So, hillbillies, rednecks forever, and America first. MRE, I will get that done today. And all your allegations, and you don't do kids, and you don't do deceased people, I don't really think FBS has. If he has, I don't know nothing about it. But you pull stick, do it endlessly. And, you know, the bottom feeders do it every day. They post obituaries and the whole thing. They could care less about who's dead and who's not. Go ahead, Ray. I made a short of Ray on my... He passed yesterday. So, Maria, feel free to post his picture. Okay? Maria! And I'm just going to show you that you no longer exist in my tank. Lisa Marie took care of you. Bullies don't last long. Maria! And I'm only doing that because Jessica likes it. So I'm going to give you a quick fish look. Don't worry, cat. Boogie is drinking all the water he wants. That was a joke when I kept hollering and telling Sharon, are those dogs drinking water again? That was a joke. That water bowl you showed is a joke. Nobody would even water chickens out of that thing. You are a joke, Sophie, and you're an animal killer and abuser. And you're not even a rehab queen. You're not. And I've never heard anybody sucking Freon out of an air conditioner. That's a first. I didn't even get to ask Ray about that because he passed yesterday and I didn't get a chance to talk to him. But I do know a lot of people, and none of them have said they've ever heard of that. None of my prisoners have ever heard of it. So that's a first. You may be unique in that respect. So anyway, I'm going to flip this around and give you a little tour of my wonderful fish. And it is amazing that I don't use filters, and I don't wear a bra. And people, quit sending me shit about Jen. I don't give a fuck about Jen or Amber. They can talk. They can become lesbians. I don't care. Jen is Jen, and I accept her as she is. I don't expect her to ever change. I don't expect any of you to change. You are what you are. There's my little platties. Look at him. My little pit bulldog Pleco's in there too, but you can barely see him. I don't see him out today at all. There's my platties. And these are my little teacups. Maria! This is where you used to be, but Lisa Marie took care of you. When I found you, all that was left of you was a spine. And of course, Lisa is up there under that log where she always is. You never catch her out. Lisa, make an appearance. But I did see her this morning. These are my little teacup platties. Look at them. They are so cute. They all want to be stars. And here's my mosaics. My mosaic guppies. Doing wonderful. Look at them. There's nothing more peaceful than fish. I love my fish. There's a mother guppy's got some babies in her. Look at the tail on that one, people. Fish, people. Stay fishy. Stay fishy, my friends. The little baby teacups are getting big. There's one back there. I don't know where Elise is. I know where she is. She's up under that log. And the last look at, these are my homegrown platies. The ones that were raised right here. Oh, there. So, FBS, get your Jesus Christ tattoo removed or change him into Charlie Manson. And quit saying pray to God every minute, every minute, every minute. It's embarrassing. To those of us that are really atheists, that is so embarrassing. Anyway, Ray, I have so many memories of you around this house. Oh, I've got to show you a fish picture he made for me. So this might be the favorite picture he ever did. Right there. Ray did that for me because he knew I love fish. See, it's got his signature on it. Ray Gover. There are the wonderful fish he made me. And these are some wonderful puppies that my 2 lesbian people, girls in California sent me. Ray, this is the most beautiful picture, and I'll keep it forever. So Ray, you'll never be forgotten. I told everybody that needed to know. Thankfully, Bo told me, our friend. Ciao. White people, wake up.